Dr. Mike's Metabolic Flexibility course. Now, Dr. Mike is actually a good friend of mine. He doesn't live too far from me here in Minnesota. And when I heard he was creating this course, I felt like this was the perfect opportunity to create something for you guys to allow you to deliver your programs more effectively. So you've gotten this information, right? You've went through, you understand the whys behind metabolic flexibility. You've gotten the protocols on how to start implementing this with your clients. But where I see most coaches struggle is like, how do we implement now? Like we could give out pieces of paper and that kind of thing, and it works with 2 or 3 people, but how do we scale this? Okay. So scale is one of the reasons Kane and I created Coach Catalyst, so that you could scale your business. And so today I'm going to show you exactly how we've implemented the Flex Diet principles into Coach Catalyst so that it makes it really easy for you to scale. And I've actually set up a couple dummy clients, so you have a good idea on how does this work in the grand scheme of things. So let me get my big head out of the way into the software here. So a few things that we're going to see here. I'm going to get my phone going on the right side. Okay, and so these notifications can be delivered in one of 2 ways. They can be delivered via email, or they can be delivered via the app. And so most people will get their notifications via the app, and that's what you're going to see here on the right side once it loads up. On the left side, you're going to see the coach's dashboard. That's going to show us exactly what's going on with all of our clients. So you're going to notice on the right side, did you consume some high quality protein at each meal? So they're going to answer yes or no to that. Did you do that yesterday? Did you consume some high quality protein at each meal? And then from a client standpoint, they're going to check in with a simple yes or no. Okay. So the coach here, you're going to see I have a little white box there. And now as a client, I'm going to check in. So I'm actually on the module 1.1 here of the Flex Diet, our protein one. So once this opens up again, I'm going to do this little check-in. And then you guys are going to see the changes that happen. While I'm waiting for that to load, you can see how all of your clients are doing in real time. So you're going to notice here on the left side, right here on the left side, we've got micronutrition, fasting, protein. These are all different modules within the metabolic flexibility. We can see what clients are working on and how well they are doing in real time. So let me kill this guy, come back to it. There we go. Now, from here, the client's going to check yes or no. We're going to submit. And now you're going to notice here on this side, right there, we'll reload this page, the change that happens. So right now it's a question mark because I didn't know how the client answered. Once they answer it, it will then become green. So we'll give it a second to load. And then from the client side, they're going to be able to see their lesson for that particular day. And these are lessons that we've already included in there for you. So all this content there is part of the Flex Diet program. So they know exactly what they need to do in order to be successful. So it's a simple yes or no answer. A couple other things that they could do from their app is they can message you as a coach. We've seen that as another piece of the coaching industry is coaches will give out their personal cell phone numbers, and they're responding to messages on a Saturday night. We're trying to nudge coaches into having a professional medium to be able to do that. Just like you don't have your doctor's personal number. Well, most times we don't have our doctor's personal number. We can't text them whenever. It's the same thing for you as a coach. You should have those same kind of client-coach boundaries. So inside we have a messaging component. So you have the ability as a coach to have an inbox where the client can message you either on the web or from the app, and then that's going to come into your inbox, and then you can filter through those messages, respond as you need to, and eventually get to inbox 0. And how we've set it up is you can move all of those messages into a done folder so that your inbox is empty at the end of the day. Now you don't have to sort through a ton of different emails, business, personal, clients, all of that kind of stuff, and you have one spot for them to be. So to give you an example, we're going to go down here to done. And I'm going to go to Liz here, and I'm going to get it unread again so it comes back into my inbox. So if I had something that was unread, it would show just like this. I can then do a few things with it. I can mark it as follow-up. Maybe I want to come back to it later. Basically, I just want to give it a special tag, and then it pops up in my follow-up folder. Now I can also mark it as done. If it's done, it will shoot it into my done folder right there. These all work via push notifications. And the cool thing about push notifications is you can send documents. Like I can send a PDF directly through the messenger, and now it'll pop up on the client's phone, and then they can see it, download it, do what they need with it. So I'll hit done here just to show you what happens with that. But basically gets it out of your inbox, so we can come back to inbox 0. And the third major component is metrics or tracking. So if you are having someone do some metabolic flexibility, they may be looking at body composition, body fat, muscle mass, lean body mass, all those kind of things. We can just track those right here. You would create your own metrics, create whatever it is that you want to track, and then you would enable it. Once it's been enabled, the client can enter those data points from their end, or you can enter it from your end. You do have the ability to do photos as well, so we can do numbers or photos with metrics. So let me show you an example here of what photos might look like on a client that is active. So we'll come down here, come into this client, and we'll look first at some data points. So weight, for example, right here, we open that up. I can actually see them graphed out. So every data point is going to be on the graph, and we can see how someone's doing. Okay, started at 200, ended down here at 150, all the data points in between. Or we've got photos. Maybe you want to do progress photos. Maybe you want to do some food tracking where they keep a photo food journal. All of that works, and it's good. So let's take a look at photos here first. So I'm going to open that up. Once I open it up too, I can see the individual photos, or I can see them in this slider. So this is kind of fun, where we have the initial image, and then we can see the change as they go through. And then we also have, here's an example of